and welcome to the first episode of our Zebar podcast. We have a very special guest here with us who is an AIR 1 in the IPMAT examination among 30,000 students and a marvelous score of 97.2% in her board examination. Please welcome Ms Bhoomi Khandelwal.
Thank you, Niyati. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hi Bhoomi, how are you?
I'm good, Niyati. How are you?
I'm good. What does your morning routine look like usually?
Okay, so right now I wake up at 7:30. I go for, so I'm learning scooter right now. Then afterwards I do yoga for 30-45 minutes. Then the morning routine starts, like getting ready, then breakfast, and yeah.
So as you mentioned that you do yoga, so are you spiritual in nature?
Yes, I am.
So does it help you becoming a better human, and how does it do so?
Definitely it does. It helps me keep calm and relax my mind. So if I'm in a stressful situation, it helps me to stay calm and focus.
Great. So dealing with so many things, have you ever felt overwhelmed or exhausted and just lost that belief in you that there are so many things I'm doing and I'm not able to do things? Have you ever felt that?
Definitely. A lot of times during this journey, I think during 12th and for IPMAT preparation as well, I felt that there are so many things. Have I taken so many things on my plate that I cannot even handle? So at that times, I used to reach out to my parents or my teachers, mentors, and I think they have helped me sail through this journey.
Good. So what is the biggest misconception in your opinion that people have about scoring good marks? Like, what do you believe that people will think that when they hear about you, that you've scored such good marks? So what do you think is a misconception?
So basically people think that the people who score good marks, they do not do anything else in their lives. They study 24/7 and they do not have a personal life at all.
Okay.
That's a big misconception.
But you had a personal life.
Yes, definitely.
What would you say your personal life would look like?
So I'd say that I spend time on my hobbies. I play badminton, or I spend time with my family. I do watch movies and shows also.
So you spend enough time with your family while preparation of boards and
Yes.
IPMAT? So what do you think is the best moment which you spent with your family and which you would want to do often since you're moving to Indore soon?
So basically when everyone is there in the room, or we are playing games and even discussing about our lives, like my grandmother or my parents, they share stories of their childhood, is something which I'll remember.
Nice. So what is your best childhood memory? Your best childhood memory?
Okay.
Maybe a birthday celebration, or maybe something that you did together with your family. Something in your childhood which reminds you of a blissful childhood.
Okay, so there was one birthday which I remember that I spent at an orphanage. So that is something which I remember a lot, because spending my birthday with those children was something very special.
You do donation or charity often?
Yes, sometimes we make food at home and then we distribute it.
How
on
do you
Sundays.
feel then?
Very good.
Yeah, feels something, you've achieved something.
Yeah.
So being achieved so many things, not only academically but otherwise also, do you feel, what would you want the world to remember you as? At the end, you are an IPMAT topper, you're a board topper, you might have achieved so many other things also, but at the end, what would you want the world to remember Bhoomi Khandelwal as?
I think I'd like the world to remember me as Bhoomi Khandelwal only, a normal person like everyone else.
Okay, good. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I think,
or 10 years maybe?
yeah, I think after 5 years I see myself graduating from the college.
Okay.
And then after 10 years I see like I've settled a bit, I've got placed in a good company, and maybe even I've started my own venture. And yeah, I think what I aspire for, I'll achieve in 10 years, maybe work upon my personality also.
Okay. So how are you planning on working upon your personality?
So during my college, I'll develop soft skills and learn a lot from my peers. Yeah, that's something that's gonna help. And then obviously managing a lot of things, studies, extracurriculars, then clubs, and taking part in clubs and committees also will help me manage my time.
Right. So, do you feel that you have ever gotten influenced by your peers, positively or negatively, your choice? But have you feel that something that you did was not your own will, but you got influenced by someone and you did that?
Not exactly, like I've not done something that I got influenced by from my peers, but yes, sometimes I was if they're studying a lot, or if they know a lot about their career, they have pre-planned everything, so I'd feel a bit nervous, or maybe I'd get influenced that even I should be fully prepared, I have a foolproof plan of my future.
So what is that one tip or one advice that you would want to pass to your next generation? Or maybe not necessarily academically, but in life also, what you have learned in your teenage years especially, you would want to pass to your next generation?
I think stay as you are, do not compare yourselves to others. Everyone's unique, you must have your own strengths and weaknesses. Just focus on your strengths and build upon that.
Have you ever yourself compared yourself with someone?
Yes, definitely I have. So that's why I'm sharing this, because sometimes even if I was good in studies, there were many other things that I was not very good at and some other people were good at. So I'd compare myself in those areas which were not so good, like not my strengths, and I'd feel bad about it. So
So then how did you lift up yourself when you felt bad about it?
I realized that everyone has their strengths and weakness, and my strength lies in maybe academics. I have good academics, and yes, somebody might be good in something, bad in something else. It's fine.
Right. So talking about skills and everything, do you believe that having one skill in which you're an A+ and you ace that skill, or having many skills which you're not so good at is better? Which one's better?
I think having many skills which you're not so good at would be better choice, because only having one skill won't help you in life. So you should be an all-rounder.
Right. So if you could have a conversation with yourself 10 years older, so what questions would you ask to her and what replies would you expect?
So first thing I'll ask, I think, how's life and am I happy?
Okay.
Am I satisfied with what I have? And have I achieved what I was aspiring for? Have I worked upon myself, and have I done something in life, like something good? Have I done something for my parents as well?
Nice. If we lost everything, hypothetically, if we lost everything we own today, and by everything I mean materialistic things, right? What 3 things would you like to keep and why?
So one would be my phone. Second one would be my specs. I cannot live without them.
Yeah.
I won't be able to see, and I'm not able to think of the third one.
Okay,
right
so you believe that materialistic things are not that much exciting for you, or non-materialistic things like donation, charity, love?
They matter more.
They matter more to you. Yeah, true. So only you are not thinking 3 things. Anyways, do you think social media has changed the way we communicate or way we make friends or something?
Definitely yes. So earlier we used to go out with our friends and spend time with friends, but nowadays even if we go out with our friends, we are always on our phone, chatting with people online and not really engaging with friends physically. And even with family, you can see that the bonding has changed a lot because of social media.
Yeah. So, what are the various co-curricular activities that you have done so far, and what is that one activity that you regret doing? It could be out of school also, but one thing that you regret doing, or one thing that you feel that I might have wasted my time in that?
I don't think there is any co-curricular activity that I regret doing, but I have engaged in many activities, like I've taken part in Olympiads, if you say. Then I've taken part in school annual functions or some competitions and some events that take place in the school. Apart from that, yeah, I play badminton and yeah.
Okay. What is more important in your opinion, since we talked about social media changing our way of friendships, right? So what is more important, having so many friends or having just a few of them which can add meaning to your life?
Definitely having a few friends that are close to you and that you feel they're your genuine friends. So you can share your life with them, and yeah, you know that you can trust them.
True. Do you think money has the ability to buy happiness?
So that's a very tough question, honestly. Money cannot directly buy happiness, but it's definitely true that money can buy things that give you happiness. So without those some materialistic things, you cannot live.
Like your phone that you said. Now, if I were to introduce you to someone, what would that one or two adjective that you would want me to give to that person?
I think trustworthy is something you can say.
So how do you qualify yourself as trustworthy?
So you can believe in me, you can share anything with me, and you can trust me upon that.
So, sometimes in life, since you're moving out of the city right now, sometimes there are people who try to put you down, even if it's not your fault, and they try to put you down and make themselves look superior since they have put you down, right? So how would you handle that situation, or how would you feel?
So firstly, I'll talk to my parents that this is happening and somebody is putting me down, and even I'll try to lift myself up so that no, some external person cannot change how I think about myself or how I feel about myself. I should be confident in myself, and yeah, I should not seek for external validation at all.
True. So are you moving to Indore alone?
Yes.
So what challenges do you think you'll face?
So I think the biggest challenge is going to be living away from my family, from my home, and secondly, managing everything on my own would be something. Along with studies, it's going to be a tough.
Yeah. So you're going to live in a hostel, or
Yes.
you are on a hostel? Yeah. Do you find it difficult to make friends?
So yeah, I do find it difficult to make friends. I am an introvert, so it takes time to mix up with everyone.
Okay. But then once you're comfortable,
Yeah, then it's
you
fine.
hang out with them. Yeah. Do you believe in eliminating toxic people from your life, or you believe that ruining the relations is not a good thing and you might hurt someone? But if that person is so toxic that you cannot handle that person, but then you feel that no, I just don't want to ruin the relations, and I don't want to hurt someone by ruining the relations.
Yeah, so it's difficult to ruin a relationship and tell somebody no, but it's actually very important to remove toxic people from your life, because at the end of the day it might end up ruining your life also.
True. So after moving to Indore, which friends of yours are you going to remember, or are you going to make new ones completely and forget the old ones?
No, I am going to make new friends, but that does not mean that I'm going to forget my old friends. I'll remember my school friends also, my tuition friends, my coaching friends. I'll remember all of them. But yeah, life goes on, so we have to make new friends also.
Yeah, you have to move on. That's a sad reality, but you have to do.
True.
So what scares you most about the future?
I think whether I'll be able to manage things or not, will I be able to achieve what I wish for?
Everybody says social media is very much dangerous, and we can, if we keep giving the hype to the social media, which we are giving already, we might end up in the future, we might end up ruining our relationships completely and making fake friends on social media. What do you think about that?
Yes, that might turn out to be true. So people are making new friends on social media and they are forgetting their real friends, actual friends. And also people are getting bad influence from the social media. They see people doing this, that, and get influenced and follow them blindly. So we need to keep a distance from social media There are obviously some benefits of social media, but maintaining a safe distance is very important.
So now we can move on to the next segment of our podcast, which is a rapid fire questions.
Okay.
These are some very interesting questions, and yeah, you need to answer them quickly.
Okay.
So could you please share your preparation strategies with us?
Sure. So firstly, I'd focus in class. That's very important. Half of the work gets done there. Then after what's taught in the class, I'd make sure that I revise it in myself at home during that day or within that week, so that I'm consistent and I remember what was taught in the class. Then the most important thing is to give a lot of mock tests and sample question papers, so that what actually is going to be there in the exam. It helps you identify where you stand, how much do you need to prepare more, identify which areas you need to work on, and then analyzing those tests so you know that this area is fine, I need to work up more upon this area.
So you used to give tests in your tuitions also?
Yes, in tuitions, in school also pre-boards were conducted 2 times, so that all helped.
So do you think that without tuitions also people can score good marks and be academically nice?
Definitely, yes. So if you're disciplined, if you have self-discipline and you are consistent, you can easily score well in boards. All you need to do is focus in the class, then make sure that you yourself cover that topic at home and be sincere and give a lot of tests yourself. If you are disciplined enough, yes, you can easily score.
True. So discipline is the key basically.
Definitely.
So do you participate in co-curricular activities in school?
Yes, I did participate and I was actively engaged in co-curriculars as well. So firstly, there was a Magicopedia that was conducted in school. I was a part of that. Then the school has an Interact Club. I was the vice president and in 11th, and I was a member in 12th as well. Then many other events and activities were conducted, so I took active participation in them.
So co-curricular activities, 12th boards and competitive exams. How did you balance everything?
Yeah, so that might seem a bit difficult, on the surface, but it's basically like if you split your time in the 3, that no, I have to give 1 hour to extracurriculars, I have to 2 hours I have to focus on my 11th and 12th, then I need to prepare for my entrance exam as well. If you just make that timetable and just work, don't think a lot about it and just do it, then I think it's easy. It's just if you imagine it a lot, that I have to do this, that's what makes it difficult.
Okay. So boards and co-curricular activities and competitive exam preparation, how did you balance everything?
So yeah, it might seem difficult, on the surface, balancing all 3 things. But I think the key is splitting your time and managing your time between the 3. So if you are focused and I have to give only 2 hours to this, and I have to give time to my acads as well as work upon my extracurricular activities. So that if you're disciplined enough and you make sure that I have to focus on all 3 areas, then it's easy. You just have to do it, you don't have to think a lot, okay, this is what that needs to be done. Just do it and it flows, it happens.
It works out, right?
Yes.
Like it did with you.
It did.
So did you face any pressure while preparing for the examinations, like from your families or maybe something like that?
I think there was no pressure at all from my family. All they wanted me to do is that give my best and be happy and relax, just do it and don't think a lot about it, don't take pressure. But yes, there were times when I took internal pressure, so I pressured myself that I have to do it, or will I be able to do it or not. So at that times, I think I talked to my family and they had that faith in me, in my potential, and that helped me a lot.
So in those cases, you visited a career counselor for career advice, or you just relied on your family or your peers?
So see, in after 10th, I did consult a career counselor which stream would be the best for me, suitable, and that time my career counselor helped me choose commerce stream. And afterwards also there was a lot of confusion whether I should do CA or I should prepare for IPMAT or any other course. So I think at that time my family played a key role. We talked to a lot of friends and family members who are into this field and taking a lot of advice with what should be the best for me. So my family helped a lot in deciding this.
So what would you yourself, what advice you yourself would give to your juniors, especially those preparing for competitive exams?
I think just focus on yourself. Just do your work and don't think a lot about the results or what others would do, what others are doing, and whether I'll be able to crack it or what if others are better than me. Just do it. Everyone's unique and everyone has their own journey and their own strategy. So believe in yourself and yeah, do your best. The results will follow.
True. So what materials you used for preparing for your examinations, both boards and the competitive ones?
I think for boards, the material which was very useful was the one provided by school. So firstly, the NCERT textbooks are very helpful. Then the reference books which were provided by the school, those were helpful. Then the school provided with a lot of worksheets and notes, plus regular tests were taken. So they were also very useful during the preparation. And I think sticking to some resources is very important rather than following 10 reference books. It's important that you stick to 1, 2 and thoroughly complete them. And for IPMAT also, so I had taken tuitions, coaching for that. So I stuck to the coaching material and gave a lot of mocks and tests. Yeah.
So I think school was like beneficial to you. And
definitely.
They provided help to you.
Yes.
So nice. So apart from IPMAT, did you prepare for any other competitive exams?
Yeah, so apart from IPMAT, I was also preparing for CUT. But CUT is mostly based on your 11th and 12th. So I did not have to focus a lot on preparation. So it was covered during my boards preparation and my time in school.
So finally, it's time to move to our rapid fire segment. And I'm just going to ask you a few questions and you are supposed to answer them in a jiffy, and don't think much, just say what you get first in your mind. So we can start?
Sure.
Yeah. So textbooks or fictional books?
Textbooks.
Oceans or mountains?
Oceans.
If you had to make one choice, being good in studies or being good in sports, what would you choose?
Being good in sports.
Okay. Which fast food could you eat for the rest of your life?
French fries.
Nice. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Favorite genre of movie?
Comedy.
Okay. Luxury stay or camping?
Luxury stay.
Nice. Morning bird or a night owl?
Night owl.
Those preparations.
Yes.
Mall shopping or street shopping?
Street shopping.
Maggie or pasta?
Pasta.
One place that you would want to travel?
Northeast, probably.
Okay. Exam anxiety or exam excitement?
Exam anxiety.
Okay. What is the type of triangle with 2 equal sides called?
Isosceles.
The equilateral triangle is?
The one with 3 sides equal.
Okay. Western clothes or traditional clothes?
Traditional clothes.
Accounts or economics?
Accounts.
Did you eat to live or live to eat?
Live to eat, definitely.
Teenage or childhood?
Childhood.
Mom or dad?
Both.
If you could travel back in time, which era would you want to go to?
Childhood.
Okay. Job giver or job taker?
Job giver.
Okay. So thank you so much, Bhoomi, for spending your precious time and coming here, and we are very delighted to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Niyati.